I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, oh, no, we run the show. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine, shine a little tonight. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Ain't no limit when we go for gold. We can shine, shine a little tonight. Shine a little tonight. Shine a little Let's hit the club, time to make a move, make a move. We got it late, ain't got nothing to prove, nothing to prove. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, no, we run the show. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine, shine a little tonight. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Ain't no limit when we go for gold. We can shine, shine a little tonight. Shine a little tonight. Shine a little tonight. Oh, shine a little tonight. Oh yeah, we can shine, shine a little tonight. We can shine, shine a little tonight. Shine a little tonight. You never know until it happens. Ain't a thing you see coming a mile away. But suddenly lightning somehow got into the bottle. Now you need to move fast to make it stay. You should hurry to love him now. You should hurry to love him now. It's gonna get better, it's gonna get worse. One day is a blessing, the next is a curse. But that's how it is, that's how love love supposed to feel? Like God and the devil have struck a deal. You should hurry to love him now. Oh, you should hurry to love him now.
Hello, welcome to this episode of Q&A with the Hombre. We're starting a little bit early today, but just a little bit. We'll give some time for some people to to get here and to get settled down so we can get our questions and stuff going. Kenny B's here. He was my first like. Well, thank you, Kenny. Appreciate that. A lot of stuff going on here in the Tequila Den. Working on the new channel, and so we'll probably launch that sometime around the beginning of the year. It's going to be pretty cool. So if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you check it out and go and subscribe to it. It is called the Hombre Cave. So it's going to be a man cave kind excuse me, gosh, man cave kind of a podcast format type of channel. We're going to talk about all kinds of things that are of interest to guys, and girls are allowed. I mean, it's not exclusively guy things, but women can join us. We love women, so they can come join in get involved in the conversation as well. It's just my wife always calls this the Hombre Cave, so I decided I was gonna name it the Hombre Cave because it'll be from these studios. It's gonna be really cool. I'm putting all kinds of cameras and stuff in here. So we'll have a camera over here that kind of will span and show more of the Tequila Den here. We'll have another camera that will come down on top of the desktop and show you stuff on top of the desktop. Matter of fact, I've got that one set up if you guys want to see it real quick. I can bring that camera on, I think. Let me see. Is it oh, yeah, here it is. So it's like, you know, you can see anything that I'm doing here on the desktop. And then we'll have all kinds of different views of things so I can show you some cool things that we'll be talking about. I'll bring guests on. It'll be podcast format. It'll be really cool. So we'll talk about things like stogies. We'll talk about bourbon. We'll talk about whiskey. We'll talk about sports. We'll talk about all kinds of things. So this should be a fun channel. Lots of good conversation. I'll bring special guests on. And if you're interested, if you have a special interest and you would be interested in coming on and talking in the Hombre Cave, send me a note. Let me know, and then I could bring you on. I'm more inclined to do that with my members because I know some of them have some great hobbies and stuff that we could talk about and people can learn about, and it'd be fun kind of sharing. So we'd love to have you on. If you're interested, you just shoot me an email at mark@thetequilahombre.com if you're interested, or you can just send me a message on any of the social media, and we can talk about bringing members and stuff on as guests. I think that'd be really cool. Hey, EBA 101 Boxing joins. Hey, I'm glad you're able to make it. I know you're a busy person working a lot, so glad you can make it. Now, along the lines of tequila stuff, we got a lot of things going on. The winter blend hit, last week, I think it was, or week before last. Things went kind of crazy with that. Still are a little crazy. I've got my bottle. I did my review. Hopefully you saw the review. I got the bottle sitting here. This camera is supposed to focus a lot faster. I have a new camera. Let's see if it does it. There it goes. Yes. So I got the 2022 Winter Blend. I know a lot of people are freaking out about how much it costs. And yeah, it's been marked up dramatically by the retailer. So, but, you know, there's a difference though between that and then like something like the Diablito Rojo, which is right here. And I did a little Instagram thing on that, just kind of enlighten people a little bit. I know people were like been going like $695. That's crazy. But yeah, there's a lot of things that are involved in that a lot of people don't know about. You know, it's not just that it's a you know, extra anejo that's been aged for 7 years and new limousine French oak barrels and then finished in Napa Cabernet barrels. There's a lot more to it. In fact, one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is that the Diablito, when they make it, they use 10-year-old agave, 10-year-old agave from, you know, eight and a half plus years ago. So this is like special agave. This is good agave. This is stuff. This is tequila that a lot of people that are just starting to get into tequila these days have never had the privilege of tasting, because a lot of the agave that's allowed to grow that old doesn't exist anymore. Doesn't exist. They're plucking it out of the ground at 5-6 years of age, sometimes earlier. And you know, you're lucky if you see 8-year-old agave, much less a 10-year-old super ripe, beautiful agave. So that's one of the beautiful things about this, is it's kind of an old school tequila in itself, but it's coming out new because it was made with agave from, you know, 10 years ago or 8.5 years ago. So but it's 10-year-old super ripe agave. So the agave flavor on it's beautiful. And then, you know, I love French oak, and this is just beautifully aged in French oak. And then they, of course, you know, finished it in Napa Cabernet barrels, which I think just adds a beautiful flavor profile to it. It's a special tequila. It's not something that you know, you're going to want to buy as an everyday drinker. You shouldn't look at it like that. You look at it as a tequila for celebrations, as, you know, your daughter or son graduates from high school or college and you want to celebrate, or there's a wedding and you want to celebrate. That's what this tequila is for. Or if you have a special anniversary and you want to celebrate, that's primarily what this tequila is for. It is super good. It's super special, and it's expensive because of what went into it. And it's funny because when I talked to David Ravandi about it, he goes, you know, you have to understand. He goes, yeah, I don't think people understand this. You know, took 9 years of my life to work on this. And, you know, there's not a lot of money in the recycled, you know, they use recycled glass bottles. He didn't, you know, invest a lot of money into crystal bottles or anything fancy like that. The labels are biodegradable. So he was very environmentally conscious about it, but still, you know, put the focus on the juice. And that's where us connoisseurs really appreciate. Hold on one second. I keep having these issues here with the cold weather and stuff that we have going on here in Southern California. It was freezing this morning. There's frost on the ground, which is not something we normally get here in Southern Cal. So hold on a second. All right, there we go. So lots and lots going on. Good afternoon, hombre. Somewhat a newbie into tequila, but excited to continue this never-ending rabbit hole. Yeah, there you go. There's a lot of stuff that you can try. And, you know, my advice to you, Oscar, is don't get caught up in the FOMO. Don't get caught up in the ridiculousness that sometimes happens with some of these tequilas. And don't get caught up in the hype, because there's a lot of hype. There's a lot of people that create hype for stuff. And it's like, you know, there's a lot of good, really good tequila out there that a lot of people don't know about and don't talk about. I mean, one of them, I talk about it a lot. One of them is that Carrera Blanco, right? That Carrera Blanco is absolutely amazing. And you can sit on social media, you can sit in your tequila groups, and you won't see anybody talk about that Carrera Blanco, the new one that's out, right? You can buy it on Ferment and Still. They have it in stock there. it's absolutely amazing. You don't see people posting and talking about it, because it doesn't get the likes that, a bottle of Fortaleza will get if I post a bottle of Fortaleza and stuff. So it is, it's very good. So there's stuff out there that you can get that will not, that'll not be hard to find. And yeah, people may not, give you a lot of likes for posting about it right now, but who cares, right? You'll be one of the people where they'll come back and they'll go, oh, who posted about that before? So-and-so did. And you'll be kind of like a leader versus a follower, and you'll be into, introducing more and more people to such an amazing tequila like that Carrera Blanco. So, but there's a lot of other tequilas out there that are like that are really good, that, don't get the hype or the exposure that a lot of the more situated brands do. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to explore. That's my advice to you. I started out just chasing the good stuff, just like everybody else did, and got caught up in the FOMO and stuff, just like it. But I've learned, that you can try other things and explore and see what's going on, and go from there. All right. So welcome to the journey that we call Tequila and Agave Spirits. And, I'm here. So come by for the Q&As and watch the review videos, and I'll try to help you out best I can. Okay. Sarah Wilson says Ferment and Stills out of Loose Store Repo. It's coming back in. Don't worry. They're ordering more. They run out of stock on things sometimes. People buy things up and then they have to order it and wait for it from the distributor, but there's more coming, so don't worry. Hey, Life is Smush. Is that a new camera? It's super clean. What kind is it? Yeah, it's a new camera. It's a Sony A6100. They don't make them anymore, but I was able to track one down and get one. This is going to be the new studio camera. The previous one I have is over here. I'm using that for Instagram as well as for a different view. We're going to have on the Hombre Cave, the new channel, I'm going to have like 3 or 4 different cameras around here that'll show different things. So I know a lot of people have asked me about the Closet of Mystery, which is over here. You'll actually be able to see some of that. And then also you'll be able to see down on, on the setup here that I have in the studio, so I can show things. And as we talk about a bunch of different subjects, this is going to be primarily the tequila channel, tequila and mezcals and stuff, agave spirits. But the Hombre Cave, we're going to talk about all kinds of things like football. We'll talk about, sports. We'll talk about stogies. We'll talk about whiskey. We'll talk about all kinds of things. I even have some friends in the cannabis industry. I may bring one of them on, talk about things going on in the cannabis world. There's all kinds of things that we can talk about, even some issues that are coming up and stuff. We're gonna it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good conversations going on. We can talk about music too, new songs and stuff that are out. Talk about music. Let's put a little music on here. So we'll have all kinds of good conversations, so make sure you head over. It's called the Hombre Cave. It'll be on YouTube. There's nothing up there yet. I just put the new logo up so you can actually see what the logo looks like. If you guys want, I can put the logo up on the screen here if you guys want to see what it looks like. But it's gonna be a really cool channel, a lot of fun. So make sure you, I know you should check it out. Okay. You see, I know you probably said it already, but is Ferment and Still releasing the Winter Blind, the Winter Blend? They already sold it. It's gone. Yeah, it goes to members only. I know you're a member now, but it went to the members before you joined, and they bought it all. So it's gone. It was up and gone a long time ago, and so we just took it down just because we don't have it anymore and we're not getting any more. So no use in keeping it up on the site. So they took it down. So it's already happened. A lot of people, I know there's some members here that got some. We did a good price for the members. I arranged a good price for them. And of course, the other owners, my partners, wanted to put it up for, a higher price because they wanted to make some money on some of it. So there's like 6 bottles that went up that went for a higher price than what the members paid. And they were gone within minutes. So people went crazy over it. So, but we do have the Altasor 85th coming. I'm waiting. I just keep getting updates from our El Tesoro rep on when that's gonna land here in the distributor, and then we'll be getting that. And then of course, Ferment and Still is doing the pre-sale on the Diablito Rojo, the new 123 organic extra anejo out. That's fantastic. That is due to hit the warehouse, I believe, on the 20th of December. So we should start shipping it out to those that pre-purchased it as soon as it lands in our warehouse. So it should be a good December. And then January, we have all kinds of good things coming into, because the collective, we have our collective buy, the Tequila Hombre edition of Carrera, the high proof 108 proof edition of the Carrera Blanco will be here in January, I was told. It's been delayed a couple of times, I don't know, but hopefully that will be the case. So we'll have that going on in January. And then there's a new G4 6-year extra anejo that is supposed to land sometime this month, and I've been told that we are going to get special access to that, so I'm waiting for that to hit. And then there's some other special things coming in from G4 too, I was told, but I'll get further details on that when those happen. So we have some great things that are coming along the pike that I highly recommend. So hey Vera, hello from India, hello from California. Glad you can make it. Bienvenido. Sarah wants to know if there's any suggestions for beginner mezcal. Yeah, one I recommend for newbies, for people coming from tequila. Both of these are really good, and they're not, it's like not a lot of smoke, and it's very good for those that are coming from tequila, because the flavor profile is absolutely delicious, and it's not different, too different like some of the other mezcals that you can dive into. You first kind of have to develop a palate for mezcal before you start getting into some of them, because it is a different agave. But the one I recommend is if you go to Ferment and Still and you grab the TBAC Vago, it's a ensemble, or you grab the La Luna Tequiliana Ancestral that are on there. Both of them were special buys for the collective, and the reason why I chose those was because they're very good entry-level mezcals for those that want to try mezcal for the first time coming from tequila, but it's also very good for the experienced mezcal drinker. They're very flavorful and delicious, and we have a bunch of aficionados that have been buying it. And then every single new person to mezcal that has tried that as their first, has come back and said that they absolutely loved it. And then we worked on introducing them into other mezcals as well, which I'm more than happy to do. But I recommend trying those first, so you don't jump into something that's overly smoky where you're going, this is too smoky or too weird tasting, because then when you do that, then you end up saying, I don't like mezcal, and you generalize about it when you really shouldn't do that. So I like to push people more towards the stuff like the Vago has got a really nice fruity flavor profile, and when they all come together, it kind of gives you like a bubblegum-esque kind of flavor, which I really like. It's very easy to drink. It's high proof, so it will get you where you want to go as far as buzz goes. And then the Tequiliana, the Ancestral from La Luna, that uses Weber Blue Agave, so you can actually see what like a real ancestral tequila tasted like back when it was called Vida de Mezcal. It was made cooking it in an earthen pit versus using an industrial boiler to create steam. So it has a little different flavor profile to it, but it's delicious, and the flavors that it generates are more on the fruity side. So there's nothing there that would be off-putting to somebody coming from tequila. So I recommend those two to try. And if you do try them, comment and let me know what you think. Okay, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. So there you go. Okay, so Vera wants to know, what's your favorite tequila of time? I don't like to specify favorites because how does the saying go? Your favorite tequila is the one that you're enjoying at that time. So I'm not drinking a tequila right now. I'm drinking water because it's noon here. But watch my reviews. You can see a lot of the ones that I love drinking. Hey, hola, Al Martinez. Bienvenido. Welcome. Glad you can make it. I always love seeing Al. He's a cool guy. Hey, subscribe to your new Hombre Cave channel. No videos yet. Waiting for your Cave channel videos. Yeah, if there's no videos there yet, it's brand new. We're going to start putting them up probably after January 1. I'm still gearing up for things and doing some programming. And then we'll start doing the videos on there. And they're all going to be live streamed. So you people can interact with me and my guests as we talk about different subjects and stuff. It should be fun. And it's going to be very casual, educational, fun, entertaining, all of that all wrapped up into one. So it should be a pretty fun channel. Hopefully more and more people will subscribe, so when we start putting content up, people can catch it and enjoy it, and we can grow that channel. Yeah, you're welcome, Sarah. Let me know if you try those. Let me know what you think, okay? I'm interested in hearing. Most of the time people come back and go, Hombre, you were right. The Vaga was amazing, and the Tequiliana, the La Luna was fantastic. And so, and then they start their journey, and then we'll introduce you to some other mezcals. I'm going to starting January 1, we're going to kind of kick off the content and do kind of some different things here too. I'm going to start doing more mezcal reviews and start doing more reviews on a consistent basis. It's been really rough with my family schedule and trying to get content done, but I'm getting things ironed out and things set up and getting things reorganized. So I'm going to try to get more content done, and then as well as Instagram, more stuff on Instagram. So make sure if you're not following me on Instagram, you do that. And then on the new channel, we're going to be doing some fun podcast style live streams on there, and it's going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to that because I have so many really cool hobbies that a lot of you guys don't know about. That I think if you find out about, you'll be like, "Whoa, that's some cool stuff." All my friends like, "Wow, dude, you're involved in some of the most interesting stuff." When they find out all the things that I like to do, so I want to share that with you guys, and then also bring other guests on. Have them share their hobbies and stuff and their interests, and we can just have some podcast style conversations, and should be fun. So S. Johnson says Mr. Hombre is in the building. Yes, in the house. How you doing, S. Johnson? Bienvenido. Welcome. Glad you can make it. Sir, can mezcal become as popular as tequila? I don't know. Possibly. It's different. The thing with tequila is that it's become so industrialized that it's working its way to being more bland, which I think appeals more towards the masses. Just like right now, the masses like the sweeter additive stuff. They sell a lot of that because that's what the American palate has gotten accustomed to or likes. But we're working on educating and changing that. And mezcal may be the same way. I think you'll see more mezcaleros going to more industrial ways of doing it, and we may see the flavor profiles becoming more bland. It's expensive to buy a good mezcal too because they have to do small batches, and so I don't know if it's going to get as big as tequila is. It could. It's growing. I know it's growing a lot. More and more people are getting into it. I enjoy a good mezcal. But I still really love my tequila as well. So, but I've got a whole case over here that is all mezcals and bacanoras and sotos and stuff like that. All the different agave spirits. So I have a whole case devoted to it, and I do enjoy a good mezcal here and there. Thank you for the advice, Hombre. I was thinking about buying Fortaleza Winter Blend, but instead bought a 2-pack of El Tequileno and a bottle of Tapatio Blanc. There you go. See, yeah, you can buy a lot of stuff, a lot of good tequilas for what some of these people are charging on the markups and stuff for the Winter Blend. And you're not missing anything. Seriously, there's other good reposados you can get that will be just as good. It's just it's Fortaleza and it's limited edition, and I got it. Because if I post a picture about it on Instagram or whatever, I'll get 1,000 people that'll like it, and then they'll be like, "You're a rock star," and I'll be like, "Yeah, people love me because I have Fortaleza Winter Blend." It's almost like the two angels on your on your shoulders, right? And there's one going,
You
don't need that. It's not, it's nothing special. You don't really need it. You can just let it go, and you'll be okay. You can buy some other tequila and stuff, and so.
and then you're like, okay, well, thank you, Angel. I appreciate that. And then on the other shoulder,
Hey,
where's it?
hey, it's me, your devil conscience guy. Buy it. People are gonna love you if you buy it. You're gonna spend a lot of money on it, but so many people are gonna think you're awesome for having it. So go ahead, buy it.
Don't listen to him. He's just trying to get you to spend your money and become poor. You can buy so many other really nice tequilas for the same money.
Oh, she's ignorant. Don't listen to her. Just go buy it. You're gonna miss out if you don't. You gotta spend it. You gotta buy them. You gotta buy it.
And it just goes on and on and on. And sometimes the devil guy wins out, and sometimes the angel girl wins out. But it's better to let the angel win out and just go and let it sit. Let it sit on the shelves. $349 or $399, the things some of these stores are listing for, it's gonna sit there. It's gonna be there. So eventually they may lower the price to get rid of it. But if they do, then you can get on it when it's a reasonable price. But for what some of these people are charging, if you guys refuse to buy it and it just sits on the shelf, they'll have to lower the price. That's the way that works. And in that scenario, that is the retailer that's jacking up the price, right? But in the scenario of the Diablito Rojo, that's the suggested retail price from the brand because of all the energy and all the time and investment and stuff that went into creating that tequila. So it's different. It's different. When it's the retailers being greedy, that's one thing. But when it's a brand that's trying to recuperate a heavy investment into something, that's different, right? So, sir, what's the availability of tequila in the airport duty free while traveling? There's not very good stuff in the duty free store. I'd stay out of there. Most of the stuff in the duty free stores like Cuervo and Maestro Doble and stuff like that, Revolucion. It's not good stuff. I always walk through the duty free store, just kind of browse, and I never see anything in there where it's like, ooh, I gotta get just leave it. You're better off buying tequila in town if you go to Guadalajara or something and getting it there versus buying it in a duty free place. I'm not a fan of anything Cuervo, even the Familia, the Reserva de Familia used to be really good, and now it's turned to garbage when it started showing up at Costco for $99 because they're just mass producing it, and they put additives in it and stuff, and so it's just not good. So just leave it. Don't get into the duty free stuff. I haven't found anything in a duty free store where I was like, ooh, this is going to be a good buy, or this is something I need. Nothing. So I could probably Google this, but yes, it's hard to find a good mezcal. Absolutely, yeah, they ship all over. So if you can put an order in for them and place the order, they can ship there. If they can't ship there, they won't let you place the order. So that's the easy way to find out if they'll ship to you, is just go ahead and place an order if you want something, and if the order goes through, they can ship there. If the order doesn't go through, they can't ship there. So that's the easy way to find out. But yeah, you're covered. And Ferment still has a lot of good mezcals. I've been advising them on what stuff to get, and so it's been loaded up with some good stuff. But so I grabbed those Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective special editions. They're really good. You'll like them. It was $200 for the Fortaleza, and for what I bought, I still had money left over for dinner. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. And El Tequileño is a very good tequila. I love everything that Tony Saez does over there. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm a good friends with Tony. I know him really well. I did a review of their Cristalino on the roof of his hotel with him when I was down there in Tequila. So you have to go check that video out. It's on the channel. But Tony's great. Everything they do at El Tequileño is really good. The Reposado Rare is really good too, that they make, and so I mean you're good there. And then El Tesoro is really good. I mean, there's a lot of really good brands. You can pick up a bunch of stuff for a fraction of what that winter blend was going for. So hey, we got 19 people on. You guys click the thumbs up button. Give me a like for spending some time here talking to you guys, and help the channel out a little bit. Just click that thumbs up button. Doesn't cost you anything, and I'd be happy to sit here and answer questions for you guys and talk about different subjects you guys want to talk about. Let me see, what else can we talk about? I want to talk a little bit about glassware. I know a lot of people keep asking me about the glasses I use. The glass I like is this glass here. It's called the Denver and Liley agave glass. Let's see if this camera will jump on the focus on this. There it goes. It's the Denver and Liley agave glass. It is, it's expensive. It's $40, but it's well worth it. It really makes the tequila sing to you. So it really opens up your tequila or agave spirits. I do mezcal in it as well. You really will get the rich nose notes on it and stuff. A lot more than some of the other glasses, like the tulip glasses out there. I've used those. I've used the Glencairns. I've used the Lily or Libby glasses. I've used the Chisholm Trail glasses as well. And this one by far is the best. And so it's worth the $40, especially when you're paying, you know, like $200 for an extra Neo or something. You want to get the most out of it, so I recommend that. I don't have any affiliation with Denver and Liley. I just recommend them because I like the glass. So you just basically go to if you're in the US, go to their us.denverandliley.com website, and you can purchase them on there, and they'll ship them directly to you. I don't get any kickbacks. I don't do that. It's weird. I don't like send notes to people saying, "Hey, I'll promote your product if you give me an affiliate link or affiliate commissions and stuff." I don't do that. I just believe in promoting the stuff that's good, so it'll still be around when I need it, and other people too can get the same joy and pleasure out of it that I do. I do the same thing with brands. I don't tell people, hey, you send me money and stuff, and then I'll do a review on you. I don't do that. I just when I try something like it, I'll go down and rant and rave about it, and then I'll talk to Ferment and Still about getting it so you guys can get access to it. That's the way I do things. You wouldn't believe the amount of emails that Ferment and Still tells me that they get from people that want affiliate links from these influencers that are out there that want money for referring people to Ferment and Still. I always refer people to Ferment and Still because I help with them with curating everything, but also they give a percentage of their profits to the BAT Project to help the tequila community, help the agave growers and stuff, and so they donate some of the profits to that. And I'd rather give my money, spend my money with a place that gives back to the tequila and agave community and is about helping out with that too. So I'm happy to promote Ferment and Still and curate them and to help get them all the stuff that everybody wants to buy, so you guys can get easy access to it and grow that store. So that's good. So but yeah, I'm not like that where I don't tell people, hey, you got a great product, but I'm not going to talk about you because I don't get an affiliate link and get paid. I get paid by you guys, becoming members and supporting the channel that way, and by watching the videos and liking and stuff. So that's how I get paid. Sir, types of glass for tequila and mezcal. I just told you right here, the Denver and Liley agave glass. That's the one I recommend. They're international, so you can probably, if you're in India, you can probably order it and get it shipped to India. Is Dos Artes tequila a good one or not? Generally, no. They have one particular batch that they did with a good distillery. It's the white ceramic bottle that says the Plata on it. You can find it. It's on Fermented Still. I know you're in India. They don't ship to India. So, but it's the only batch right now that I'd recommend from Dos Artes, because the other ones have additives in it. Until they have a Joven that's coming out. That one should be good because it's also from NOM 1588, which is El Mexicano Distillery. And that one should be good, no additives. And then they have an anejo coming out too. I don't know if it's out already. I need to message Leon Benuelos and ask him if that one's out yet. If it's not, then if it is, then I can let you guys know about it. But I don't think it's out yet. So I'd stay clear from most of it because most of it's additive bombs. So any updates on restaurant meetups or tasting events? Yeah, I'm working on a restaurant locally here that where I'm going to try to do like a tasting event. So when I have anything, I'll let you guys know. But I'm not really focusing on that. I'm focusing really on doing the live stream because the meetups and stuff are only going to be for people that are here in California. I don't think people are going to travel from other states and stuff to do those. So, but I am talking to a local restaurant down here that just opened up that about doing some tequila tasting events and stuff there, and bringing some brands in that want to do stuff with us. Good brands that people will be able to come down and have some really good Mexican food and taste some good tequila they may not have known about or tried previously, and it should be fun. And then of course I'll be there hanging out, so people want to get to meet me and hang out with me, they can do that as well. So so after watching your 4 Days of Winter Blend last video, I still got your words on your last year Winter Blend live. You got very emotional last time. Hats off to your dedication. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just got emotional because our supplier was trying to rip us off, and I don't believe in doing that to people. I believe in giving people a reasonable and good pricing on stuff, and so I went to war with our supplier, and then they agreed to lower the price, and so I was able to give a $50 refund to those members that bought the product because I got a $50 reduction in our price. So that was that was good. But I just I believe in keeping things above the board and not ripping people off. I'm big into that. I'm a very honest and forward person, and I believe in treating people with respect and stuff, and treating them well. So and that's good. So that's what I recommend. That's what I'm all about. That's why I got emotional on that video from a couple of last year. Best anejo under $100. Wow. Why go under $100 when you can go for $25? You can get something that's just as absolutely amazing. So don't limit it to $100. Just spend an extra $25 and get the Nuevo Uno Anejo Deep. Or the Corrido Anejo, Corrido. That's a great anejo, and it's a little higher priced as well. If you want a really good extra anejo at a ridiculously good price, look at Mahia Extraña. It's on Ferment and Still. We found it, uncovered it, got a great price on it, bought all the inventory they have. So once it's gone because they're not importing it anymore. I don't even think it's being made anymore. But it is an extra anejo, and it's $79.99, something like that, and it's ridiculously good. It is so good. You can't beat it for the price, and it's an extra anejo. So I've had a lot of people that have bought the Mejia Extraña that love it. They come back and go, I love it. And they bought more bottles. So inventory is dwindling, but once it's gone, it's done. There won't be any more. So make sure if you haven't tried that yet, you get it. It is my pick for the best budget extra anejo. It's really good. A second turn, the anejo, the Nuevo Uno Deep. Okay, so Jan, you've had it, right? It's great, right? Isn't that great stuff? It's called Mejia, Magia Extraña, Estraña with the tilde A. It's really good. It's on Ferment. I think it's still one of the best sellers on Ferment and Still. You can look at their website. I think it's listed on because they're selling a ton of it. So it's very good. Yeah, autocorrect can be rough sometimes. Oh, Nueve Uno Deep, you second that. Yeah, it's good, right? It's very good. It has to be like the best añejo that's out there. But unfortunately, it's not being made anymore. So once the inventory that's at the distributor is done, it's done. We're getting some more in. So there'll be more on ferment and still, but it is they're making a new añejo, and I'm trying to get them to send me a bottle of the new one. I should have it hopefully soon, and I'll be able to review the new añejo. It's the Nuevo Uno Añejo Deep is aged for 2 years. It's a 2-year-old añejo. The new one's going to be 1 year because they want to be able to put añejos out faster. So they have to cut the time in. So the new one's going to be 1 year, and I'm looking forward to trying that and letting people know what I think about it and whether they should get it. Sir, why celebs involved in tequila rather than other spirits? Well, they're involved in other spirits as well. Ryan Reynolds owns a gin company. There's a bunch of celebrities doing a bunch of different spirits. Hey, hombre, watching you from work. Was wondering if all Carrera Blanco is good. Been meaning to grab a bottle. I know you favored a particular lote number in some videos. Yeah, it's a new lote number. You don't want to get one of the older bottles because it's not as good as the new stuff. So if you buy it from fermentandstill.com, you'll get the correct lote. But anything CTB 045 here in the United States or above, which we only have the 045 right now. So that's the beginning of the new Blanco that's good. So if it's a lote that's before that, it's going to be the old Blanco. And there's a bunch of the old products still out there. But grab the CTB 045. That's the stuff that's exceptional. Nuevo Uno Deep tastes like it does taste like an extra añejo. I agree. EBA 101. Absolutely. It does taste like an añejo. It's not like a regular, an extra añejo. It doesn't taste like a regular añejo. It's fantastic. I stocked up. I have a bunch of bottles. I love it. And actually, it's funny because the guy with the brands, like, you know, I was the one that blew it up. No one knew about Nuevo Uno until I talked about it, and then everyone started trying it and talking about it, and so now it's gained in popularity. They just signed a big agreement with a big distributor and stuff, and so I'm glad to help brands out like that, getting people to know about them and stuff. So I've done it for a few brands out there that I'm sure you guys have heard about from me, and then, you know, it went kind of crazy where people started trying other things. So, but yeah, I agree. It does taste like an extra añejo. Sir, any Mexico videos in your upcoming list in your channel? Any Mexico videos? You mean videos from Mexico? I'm here. I'm in the United States, so no. You only get Mexico videos when I go. So no Mexico videos coming up. There's plenty in there. Go through the channel and look at all the videos from Mexico. And then Instagram, I've got some videos on Instagram from when I was in Mexico too. But I'll be doing some more trips to Mexico. I've got to do a few of them next year. I was supposed to possibly do one this month, but I haven't heard back from the people I'm supposed to go with. So it'll probably be next year. We'll do a few trips. So we got a lot of projects in the works that I need to go work and talk to people about. When I go to Mexico, I don't go, it's not pleasure. I go primarily for taking care of some projects, working on some business and stuff with people. So, you know, the producers know when I come, we're going to, you know, we do sip tequila and talk and have some fun, but we also talk about, you know, doing some business so we can generate more money and stuff for these great distilleries and more interest for them. So it's all good. Tequila tour videos? No, I mean, not anytime soon. Not until I go to a distillery that I haven't already put up. I've got like 4 or 5 distilleries up there already. I think I might have a couple more that I need to edit videos together. So just keep watching. When I get the time to do them, I'll put them up. But if I haven't already done it, if they're interesting, I mean, really, once you see a tequila distillery, you've seen them all. I mean, they all look the same pretty much. It's how they use the gear that's different. So it's like, okay, here's a orno, or an autoclave, and here's a roller mill, and then here's a stainless steel tank or a wooden tank, and then here's a still. You know, it's like they all look the same. There's nothing different about them until you like step in to see a diffuser or something. So literally, once you see a distillery, once you've seen it, you've seen them all, unless they have, of course, like a special invention that they did or something. But they all typically look the same. Nothing super amazing about one over another, in all honesty. Although the new Ocho distillery, I put a video up of that one. You should look at that one. They're building a cafe and stuff there, so it's gonna be really cool when they're finished building the cafe and stuff there. It's a really nice distillery. G4 Madera or Siete Leguas de Cadas. G4 Madera. Just don't pay the crazy price that one other store is charging for it. It's ridiculous. It's just dumb that they're jacked up the price like that and are bilking people that want to get it. You should have got it when it was up on Ferment and Still, because I made sure they sold that for a really good price, and it went quick, so it was a good price. Any bottles that come from Tommy's Margarita, as he told in your live that he started a distillery? No, he didn't start a distillery in Mexico. No, he was thinking about it, but he never started one. He doesn't have a distillery. No. That was his dream, but I don't think nothing's ever come of it. You're talking about Julio. Julio's still doing Tommy's. He's a cool guy. His wife Lily is a sister to Carlos Camarena, and she owns Tapatio. She's one of the main owners of Tapatio tequila. All right, you guys, hey, don't forget to give me a like. Don't forget to click that thumbs up button there. You know, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. We got 19 people here and only 10 likes. So come on, click that thumbs up button. Give me a like for all the information I'm sharing. Let me see, what else can we talk about? What do we got? We got about 17 more minutes before Nueve Uno or Cascanas and Anejo? Nueve Uno. I like it more than the Cascanas. The Cascanas and Anejos, the number 7 isn't as good as Nueve Uno in my opinion. It's okay. It's a good, but I think it's, you know, I'd rather do Nueve Uno. I like that better. I have the Cascanas, the 7, and it's good. It's good, but the Nueve Uno is my favorite. I like that the best. It's fantastic. If you haven't tried it, it's absolutely fantastic. I enjoy that one too with a good stogie. They're good. It's good with stogies. But good question. I mean, Cascanas is good. They make good stuff. I prefer, you know, the Cascanas ruined me on their brand. They kind of went backwards on things, and I think it kind of ruined things for some people like myself, where you know, they started with all the high proof stuff, 100 proof stuff, and then they, you know, after they did all these things in high proof and stuff, then they come out with the number 7, which is 80 proof, and it's like, why? And they're like, oh, well, we want to appeal to people that, you know, may not like high proof. And go, well, those aren't the people that are buying your brand now. Those aren't the people that, you know, 11 the tequila. Those are not the people that, you know. And it's, you know, they did that, and then I think he's just not as good as the number 9 and number 10 stuff, you know. So I like to see more of the number 9 and number 10 stuff, and less of the number 7. But you know, they run their brand the way they want to run it. So when I drink Cascanas stuff, it's normally like the number 9. Like I have a lot of the Joven, the first Joven, we created that in my dining room downstairs together. I've got lots of bottles of that. I got the bottles of the number 9 extra anejo, the blended batch. I still have the single barrel number 9 up here, which I've never opened. It's sitting in its case there. It's bottle number 1, which is kind of cool. And then I have the number 10 still strength Blanco on the shelf back here, and I got the number 9 Blanco on the shelf back here too. Several bottles of that. So, but the 7 anejo and the 7 repo. You know, I've got the number 9 single barrel repo too, that we did as a special single barrel buy. Ours by far, when I went through the barrels, tasted the samples, it was by far the best one they had, and it went fast. People loved it. It was great. So I have a few bottles stashed away of the number 9 single barrel as well. So what is this? At a tasting years ago, I tried a tequila, had incredible mouthfeel. I mean, nearly like olive oil, if that makes sense. Yeah, it does. Any recommendation on tequila with great mouthfeel? If that's even a thing. Yeah, it is a thing. I mean, sure. There's some tequilas that are very viscous, very thick and oily, and have a good mouthfeel to it. There's lots that are like that. You know, the one right now that comes to mind is it's expensive. It's $700 though, but it's that new Diablito Rojo. That one, the mouthfeel on that was amazing. It was so silky, smooth, viscous, oily, delicious on the mouthfeel, and then everything else, all the flavors that popped after it were just blew it up even more. It was so good. But even the regular Diablitos like that too. Ray Sal's like that. Nuevo Uno, the Nuevo Uno Anejo Deep is got a really nice silky, creamy mouthfeel to it. But you have to be careful though too, because some of these ones that have the great mouthfeel that you may try at a tasting event have been enriched with glycerin, like vegetable glycerin, to give it that creamy mouthfeel to it. So you have to make sure that you're dealing with one that isn't from a distiller that uses additives, because if it's just vegetable glycerin, you can take any tequila and put vegetable glycerin in it and enrich the mouthfeel if you wanted to. I don't recommend doing that. I'm not a fan of drinking vegetable glycerin or having it added into my food. It's great in soaps and lotions and stuff, but you know, I'm not a big vegetable glycerin person. So I would watch out for some that are overly that way, because they do add things like vegetable glycerin and stuff to enrich the mouthfeel. The ones that I mentioned, there's no additives. They're all natural. So, oh, and if you try the Carrera Blanco, that one's got a really nice, silky, viscous mouthfeel to it as well. Paradis, yeah, Paradis has got a nice mouthfeel to it. I don't think it's as viscous as some. It sits in distressed cognac barrels, but it's good. I love Paradiso. It's good, but I don't think it's got the same mouthfeel. It's not as thick as some of the other ones that are out there. That like the Diablito Rojo or the Nuevo Uno, I think is actually more viscous than it is, but it's good. Paradiso's good. It's a solid extra neo. All right, guys, don't forget to click that thumbs up button. Give me a like for the information I'm sharing with you guys. Got 11 likes and 20 people on. Come on. Doesn't cost you anything. Click that thumbs up button. All right. So, any other questions or comments or things I can help you guys with while we're here? Some upcoming reviews that we're going to do. I have the bottles here. I think I do. Where are you? Hello. Oh, for those that want to know what the Mejia Estrania looks like, this is the bottle for it right here. It's so bright. These new lights are just so bright. Focus. Come on. Give it a second. There you go. Mejia Estrania, that one. That's the extra name. Until I've almost finished this bottle. Well, I got the Wild Common Still Strength I'll be doing a review on, and I got the Legato that I'll be doing a review on, and then some people have asked for Chamucos, so I got the whole line set up. I'm going to do the whole line of Chamucos, do a review of that as well. So we got a bunch of good reviews and stuff that they're coming up. Best tequila for a gift for new drinkers, entry level. Best tequila as a gift. Do you have a budget? I'd say, for people that are new, I always believe in introducing them to something that they can get access to, that they can find. So El Tesoro is one that I highly recommend. It's great for new tequila drinkers. The El Tesoro Blanco, Repo, or Anejo. I was drinking the Repo last night. Matter of fact, I was... Like when I pop a bottle of El Tesoro, it goes fast. It's so delicious. This is the Repo. It's really good. So, El Tesoro is always a solid choice. G4 is always a solid choice. It all depends on what you can find locally. If you're going to do it that way, if you're going to order it online, there's all kinds of really good stuff up on Ferment and Still that you can get that would make great presents. So, can't wait for Rojo. Hopefully it'll ship. We're expecting it December 20th. So, to arrive at our warehouse. It should ship shortly after that. So hopefully, I don't know what UPS times are like, but hopefully you'll get it before the new year. Maybe you can enjoy it on the New Year's Eve. It started with Suerte Rep. Yeah, Suerte's fine. Suerte's good. It's okay. Planning to review Marcus. Yeah, I can do the Marcus. I have the bottle of that. I can add that to the list. I can do a review of that. That's not a problem. I have a bottle of it sitting downstairs. I got it. I just haven't had time to bring it up to the man cave and do a review on it, but I'll get that reviewed. I haven't heard good things about it from people that I've talked to that have tried it, so it's like, whenever I hear bad things from people that I respect, I like, I go, oh, do I really want to taste something that maybe has a weird taste to it and stuff right now? And so, but I always try to approach it with a unbiased. So I'll put that one on the list. I'll work on that. And I know that somebody else has sent me in notes on Instagram. I don't know if it was that you on Instagram that asked me if I reviewed that, if I'm gonna review that as well. But I'll get that one. That'll want to be on the list. I'll review it. So it'll get done. Don't worry. And then what else? I got Lucha Libre is another one, or Lucha, which it's little luchador heads bottles. I have that one. I've got a bunch of stuff I need to review, and hopefully the El Tesoro 85th will come in. I'll do a review on that one as well when it when that lands and we get that all out to everybody and stuff. So. Hey, Christopher, bienvenido, welcome. I love your videos. Thanks. Hey, thank you. I love that you love the videos. I love hearing that. So I'm glad that people find them helpful. That's the reason why I do it. So thank you. I'm glad they help. And then if you have a question, anytime I'm here on the live streams, you guys, ask away. I'm here to help. That's what I do this for. So the only thing I ask in return is you click that like button. That's all. That's the only thing I ask in return. Or if you want me to become a member, members, I love my members. I do special things for them. I'm working on some new perks for the members. So become a YouTube member, become a Discord member. Discord members get a membership automatically into the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective, where they get first shot at all the special barrels and special batches that we do the buys for. And they get pretty much exclusive access to those if they buy it all. So if they don't buy it all and we have a lot left over, then we'll put them up at ferment and still, they charge a higher price for it than when I'm able to negotiate with them for the members. And then also we have a community there. People, you tag me and ask questions and stuff. So I'm always asking or answering questions for people on there. And then on YouTube, you become a member of YouTube, you get access to other stuff, allocated stuff that comes through. Like they got access to the Siete Ducadas. They were the first to get notified if they wanted to buy that. And they also got the Puntas from Ocho when that was issued, as well as some other things. So they get some of that, but most of these just to support the YouTube channel. And then I bring them in for members only access to people like when Alex Gonzalez was here from Mana, when I did the review for the video for the Happy Hour with the Hombre with Alex over the Mala Vida tequila. They were the ones that got to ask questions and talk to him. It was a members only thing. So, and anytime I have a producer on, it's the members that get to ask the questions. It's exclusive for them. And then I'm going to work on some other members perks for the YouTube members, just as my way of saying thank you for supporting the channel and what I do. So Vera says, sir, I learned a lot about agave spirits from your channel. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, Vera, we're friends. You don't have to call me sir. You just say hombre, you know, or dude, or we're friends. You don't have to be so formal, okay? Sir's my dad. You just call me hombre. It's fine. Hey, will you ever do a review of Herradura? I know it's not the same anymore. Just want to know if you think they really bad or I've got Herradura here. I'll do a review of it. I just, I normally, like I said, for brands like that, I pay for it. I buy them. So I don't like to buy stuff that I don't normally want to drink. So, but I do have some little bottles that were given to me because some people wanted me to do a review of it. So I'll do the review of that. And I've got a big bottle that was just given to me by a local store that said, hey, just say that we sponsored the video when you do it. It's okay. So I do have Herradura. And you're correct in that it's not the same juice it used to be before a Brown Foreman bought them. It was really good before Brown Foreman bought them, and now it's not so good. But I'll do a review and talk about that. All right, so you guys, click that thumbs up button. Give me a like. Just give me a like for the information I'm sharing. And that's it. Any other questions? Any other things I can help you guys with? Got a couple minutes. I don't know what else to talk about. We only got 2 minutes, so. All right, so look for another review to happen probably tomorrow. I'll probably do another review and get that posted, and then we'll see you guys next week. And like I always say too, if you have any questions or comments on anything, comment below and let me know after the video's done. And I always try to answer the comments and questions and stuff for you guys, and help you any way I can. And until next time, what does it say? Sarah says, thanks to your great videos, I slowly converted a few friends from the wrath of Jose shots to good zippers. Okay, probably. Thank you so much. I'm glad that people are using their zippers now. I'm joking. So I know you meant zippers. It's okay. Yayo Repo Barrel Pick update. Nah, nothing's happening yet. I'm waiting for them to get back to me on when we gotta go. So I'll let you know when I hear them. Zippers, yeah, I know you meant zippers. I know, but zippers was kind of a funny word to fill that. All right, you guys, I gotta head out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for the great questions. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all of you. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So keep following my reviews, listen to what I say, and try the ones I recommend, and you'll be a good